And now, more with Social Women with your hosts, Pat Cruz, Amy Diaz, and Bronwyn Dannenfelser.
And we are back with Martha Sheridan, President and CEO of the Providence Warwick Convention and Visitors Bureau. And I'm going to give you a specific shout out right now because, as everybody knows, I work for Waterfire. And every year, your group is just amazing to work with. We work in getting conventions here to Rhode Island. And then when there are people coming asking for Waterfire, I can always go to the people at the PWCVB to find out, what restaurants can we go to, and you help with the hotels. So thank you, Martha.
Thank you. Our pleasure. Well, thank you, too. You bring great business to our state.
Martha.
Welcome. We're glad to have you with us.
Thank you. It's so great to be here.
So it's Restaurant Week. Restaurant Week started last week. Can you tell us a little bit about Restaurant Week?
Restaurant Weeks.
I love that there was an S added to it.
I love it. So we started this program 6 years ago in July as Restaurant Week, 1 week. Then we expanded that program to 2 weeks. And 2 years ago, the restaurants were clamoring for more, and they wanted it at a time when they maybe weren't so busy, which is the dead of winter here in beautiful Rhode Island. So we founded the winter version of Providence Restaurant Weeks last year, and this is our second installment, and it runs through the 28th of January. Over 80 restaurants from throughout the region with great food, great deals, great way to sample something that you haven't tried before or visit an old favorite, whatever you like.
That's awesome. So what are some examples of deals that people are putting out there?
Well, the program is pretty uniform for most restaurants. It's $29.95 for a 3-course dinner. Some make it 4. We like those places. Maybe not after Restaurant Weeks is over. And then it's $14.95 for a 3-course lunch. And then for those restaurants that maybe have a lower price point, traditionally, they would do a 2-for-1 deal instead. So two meals for the price of one. Depends on the price point of the restaurant. So we have over 80 participating.
That's really cool. So what a great time if you haven't been somewhere that you've always wanted to go.
Let's go on a little restaurant tour.
Oh, yeah. Well, people do. They keep a scorecard. Where do I want to go? They wait for the list to come out on the website, providencerestaurantweeks.com, and then they check off, I haven't been here. I want to try this one, this one, this one.
That would be a great idea to since it's in the summer and then in the winter, to do some in the summer because some may have outside seating, and then in the winter you say, well, you know what, if this is going to be on Restaurant Week again, if it'll be part of Restaurant Weeks in the winter, I'll go there in the winter instead of the summer because they have inside seating.
Exactly.
Speaking of, what are the benefits for restaurants to really become involved with Restaurant Weeks?
Well, for them, we do a lot of promotion around this event. We promote it locally, nationally, regionally, through Facebook, Twitter, on our website, through media channels, etc. So they get a lot of promotion. They get extra business in at a time when maybe their restaurant business is a little bit softer, and they get exposure to potentially new customers. And that's really how we position it for the restaurants, is to introduce their restaurant by virtue of a great menu, and that's the key. They have to put out a really great menu to someone that may not have tried them before, and then hopefully they become a regular customer too.
Yeah, that's important because money's tight. So I know a lot of us going out to dinners, it's a very special thing, and we can't do it all the time. But it's nice to know that we can take advantage of some of these deals and, find some new favorites.
Absolutely.
I think I'm going to look for some new favorites for the weekend.
And it's funny because that's how I actually got to know some restaurants, because, you're on the hill and some restaurants look really, really nice, but you don't know what the price point is until you actually walk in there. So taking advantage of Restaurant Weeks, you go in, and although there's the set menu for the program, you also get to see the rest of the menu and see what the prices are like. And that's how I was like, you know what, this place isn't that bad. We can always come back here even after Restaurant Weeks.
Right.
So do you need any ticket or admission to go into any of the restaurants, or you just walk in and say, are you included in Restaurant Week?
Well, you might want to do a little research beforehand just to see who is included and look at the menu, see what interests you. Some restaurants will automatically present a Restaurant Weeks menu when you sit down. Others, maybe you'll have to ask for it because they would rather have people that are new coming in looking at it. But no, I mean, just look for what interests you. That's all.
Amy, you brought up something here at the break. This isn't just for Providence restaurants. We want to be really clear about that. There's restaurants.
There are restaurants participating from around the state. The core of them are in the Providence and Warwick area, but we have a lot from the Bristol area, East Greenwich, down in South Kingstown, Northern Rhode Island, and some new installments from the Northern Rhode Island area. So make sure you look at that website closely and see what's in your neighborhood.
The complete list is on there.
The complete list is on there.
So everybody should go on. Now, does it say what the special is?
The menus are all there as well. So you can go onto the website, click on the restaurant link on the left-hand side, and then you'll see the menu come up so you can see what interests you. You can also decide whether or not you like it or not. There's a Facebook link there, so you can like it as well, so we can keep track of who's popular this year.
What about, does it say what the specials are?
It says what the menu is, what the three or four course menu is right on there. So the special deal is it's pretty much standard. It's $29.95 for dinner, $14.95 for lunch across the board.
I see.
So restaurants put together whatever menu they want for that price point. And you can see specifically what's offered for that price point.
It's so much fun to actually go through the website and see, ooh, I've never eaten there. And then you look at what it is that you want to eat. Well, the bad part for me is that I go through it and I'm like, oh, maybe I can have dinner in 3 places tonight. How many nights do I have and how many restaurants are participating? How can I make it to all of them? But you can always go to lunch at one and then dinner at the other. And actually, my little strategy is usually if I think of a place that's a little more expensive, I'd go there for lunch on the weekend and then do dinner somewhere else.
That's a great idea, though.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah, so $14.99. I remember over the summer, I was like, oh my goodness, I would never go to that place just to go grab lunch. But they're part of Restaurant Week, so I am now.
And you have to give yourself a little time. It has to be a leisurely lunch because it's 3 courses.
It does.
It's not just a quick lunch.
I think we need to go out and talk about Waterfire, Martha, and go for a nice leisurely lunch. Social women leisurely lunch.
We're on. Sounds great.
Usually leisurely lunch right into dinner.
Now, does Restaurant Week help bring people in from outside of Rhode Island?
Yeah, we promote it all over the country, really. It's for the most part, it's a local and a regional event. We know folks are coming in from southeastern Massachusetts and maybe a Connecticut area. We hope people come in and we want them to come in and spend the night if they want, if they're from other parts of the country and have heard about our ranking as one of the best culinary destinations in the country. I think that perks some interest up from
great thing.
Other parts of the country. Yeah, we are very, very highly regarded nationally. Travel and Leisure just gave us a good ranking this past year and have for the past several years. So
yeah, we're pretty amazing when it comes to the food and the arts here. I mean, you get
a lot of good stuff bottled up in a small package.
We're so spoiled. We really are. Just through my travels around the country, it's just the food here and just the atmosphere at different places.
I'm fortunate to travel a lot in my business, and I have a lot of great colleagues that do the same thing that I do in many cities across the country. And when I bump into them at conventions or conferences and they say, Providence is one of my favorite cities, and I say, but what do you mean? You're from San Francisco. So we have a great reputation. I think sometimes Rhode Islanders need to be reminded of that.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with Providence being San Francisco's treat.
So does this, do the dates coincide with any other restaurant week in any other areas?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, we try and do what's good for the restaurants in our community and not step on other people's toes. But I'm not sure. I know Boston and New York and Newport, and actually a lot of communities around Rhode Island are doing this now. But for the local area, it's pretty much these are our 2 weeks in the wintertime.
I imagine people should try to make reservations soon, though, if they're trying to get in Friday or Saturday.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure
it gets busy. Yeah, it gets busy.
But you have a choice.
Give it a try. You can make reservations right through the website, too.
Okay, and that website is?
ProvidenceRestaurantWeeks.com, or if it's easier, just go to GoProvidence.com, and there's a link from the homepage.
I just put that up on our Ustream page, so our viewers right now can go ahead and grab that, and it's been forwarded to our Twitter and our Facebook accounts.
Perfect.
All of them.
Yes, all of them. And you mentioned that you are giving, there's some promotions going on your Facebook page as well.
Yeah, if you connect to our Facebook page through GoProvidence.com and you can follow some of the promotions. We also are doing some work through Twitter, and actually we have hashtag pound PRW12, so you can follow that hashtag and see what people are saying about Providence Restaurant Weeks.
Yay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know what a hashtag is still, guys.
Well, it's just a way of following a particular topic. So
Yes,
Gotcha.
this is-
trending.
What's trending
So that
is
we can trend Providence
Providence.
restaurant
We've got to get
weeks.
you.
They laugh at me because I've got a Twitter account, but I've never Twittered. I don't understand the whole concept. And I look at Amy and she's just like, doo-doo-doo, and her Twitters and tweets going out. And I'm like, really? It seems so overwhelming.
Well, let's get that website one more time so that our viewers and listeners can go ahead and log on.
ProvidenceRestaurantWeeks.com or GoProvidence.com.
Thank you so very much, Martha, for joining us. We are going